Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Today we're talking about something we all have, but probably don't think about enough. Our skin, for a lot of people, the way we see it is, hey, it's just a layer of skin at worst. You get a few wrinkles, maybe an age spot here and there, but hey, that's just life, right? If we get an itch or a little red bump, our first thought is almost always, oh, it's probably just the dry weather, or I must have eaten something that didn't agree with me. Most of us just grab some lotion, slap on an anti-itch cream, and hope it goes away. But here's the thing, friends. Today I want to share a real patient story with you, and I promise after you hear it, you might think twice, three times. Before ever ignoring what your skin is trying to tell you ever again, let me introduce you to a patient. I'll call him Mr. Lin. He was just 38 years old by all accounts. In the eyes of his friends and family, Mr. Lin was living the dream. He was successful in his career, had a beautiful family, great kids, but life, unfortunately, has a really cruel sense of humor sometimes. Over the last 2, maybe 3 months, Mr. Lin started feeling off. It started with fatigue, not just I need another coffee tired, but a deep bone weary exhaustion. The kind of tired that feels like it's coming from the marrow of your bones. He'd come home from work, and he wouldn't even have the energy to pick up his kids and play with them. All he wanted to do was collapse on the couch. Then he noticed his urine was dark, not just a little yellow, but a deep dark brown, like strong tea. And here's the thing, he was doing everything right. He was drinking the recommended 8 glasses of water a day, but the color never lightened up. Next came the loss of appetite. The foods he used to love, a big home-cooked meal, his favorite takeout, suddenly just looking at them made him feel greasy, nauseous, completely turned off. But even with all these signs, all these signals his body was screaming at him, Mr. Lin didn't think much of it. He thought, I'm only in my 30s. I'm young. I'm in my prime. It's probably just a really busy project at work, stress, maybe my diet's been off. He didn't go to the doctor. He didn't really talk to his family about it. He just pushed through. Then one day, he was in a meeting at the office, and out of nowhere he felt this surge of nausea, and then he vomited blood right there in the conference room. His coworkers rushed him to the ER. After a series of tests, the results came back and his family was absolutely devastated. Stage 4 liver cancer. Here's the part that really gets me as a physician. When the ER doctor was examining Mr. Lin, even before looking at any scans, just by looking at his skin, they knew something was seriously wrong. Why? Because they found 2 classic signs written all over him. One was on his chest, several small red marks that looked just like little spiders. We call them spider angiomas or spider nevi. The other was on his palms. They were red, blotchy, completely abnormal looking. That's called palmar erythema or liver palms. The doctor said, sadly, the cancer was sending signals through his skin for months. If he had come in when these red marks appeared, the outcome could have been totally different. See, it turned out Mr. Lin had a history of hepatitis B and a family history of liver cancer. But he never took it seriously. He never got regular checkups, and he missed every single warning sign his body was sending him. Friends, your skin is not just your body's wrapping paper. It's not just a surface. It is a window, a dashboard, a real-time monitor for what's going on inside your body. It's the first line of defense, and it's also one of the first places where internal problems show up. When cancer is lurking inside, the skin often changes in very specific, noticeable ways. So today, I'm going to walk you through 3 major strange skin signs that you need to know about. And I want you to do something no matter how you're feeling right now after this video. I want you to take a few minutes and actually check your skin, your palms, your neck, compare it to what I'm about to show you. It could save your life. Let's dive into the 3 major strange skin signs. Skin warning sign number 1, unexplained persistent itching. This is the big one, and it's the one most often dismissed as just a simple skin issue. Everybody itches. Winter air is dry, skin gets dry, you itch. Mosquito bites you, you itch. You eat shrimp and get a little allergic reaction, you itch. Those kinds of itches, usually some lotion, maybe an anti-itch cream, and they're gone in a few days. But cancer-related itching is fundamentally different. It has 3 key features that should make you sit up and pay attention. 1, it's unexplained. You haven't been bitten by bugs. Your skin isn't dry. You don't have a rash. It just itches. 2, it's stubborn. It doesn't respond to anti-allergy meds. It doesn't care about your fancy anti-itch cream. It just keeps going. 3, it wanders. Sometimes it's all over your body. Sometimes it's just one spot that itches like crazy for no reason, according to medical research. There are 4 types of cancer that are particularly good at using itching as a disguise. First, cancers of the liver, gallbladder, and pancreas like hepatocellular carcinoma, gallbladder cancer, or pancreatic cancer. Why do these cause itching? It comes down to liver function. Your liver is like your body's filtration and processing plant. It handles toxins and makes bile. When liver cells are damaged by a tumor or when a tumor blocks the bile ducts, bile can't flow out, it backs up, leaks into your bloodstream. Your bilirubin levels go up and you get jaundice, yellow skin, but along with that, bile salts deposit in your skin and they irritate the nerve endings there, causing an intense, deep, maddening itch. How can you tell this one apart? This itch almost always comes with yellowing of the skin and the whites of your eyes, and it's a deep itch like it's coming from inside your flesh. You can scratch until you bleed and it won't relieve it. So if you find yourself with yellowing skin and a body-wide itch, don't go to the dermatologist first. Go get your liver and gallbladder checked. Second, brain tumors, specifically malignant brain tumors. This one sounds crazy, right? A brain tumor making your nose itch. It happens when a tumor grows, especially near the brainstem. It can mess with your central nervous system. The nerve signals get crossed. Your brain perceives an itch signal, even though there's nothing actually there. How do you tell? This is usually an unexplained itch inside the nose. You go to an NT and they look. Your nose is perfectly clear, no allergies, no polyps, nothing. But if that nasal itch is accompanied by other symptoms like ringing in your ears, blurry vision, or what we call projectile vomiting in the morning, vomiting that just shoots out with no nausea, do not keep treating your nose. You need a brain scan, a CT, or MRI, third colorectal cancer, specifically rectal cancer. This one usually shows up as itching around the anus. I know it's a sensitive area, and a lot of people, especially older folks, are too embarrassed to talk about it or even look. And sure, anal itching is often just hemorrhoids or eczema, but if your anal area is constantly itchy and the usual creams aren't working, and you also feel a sensation of fullness or pressure in the rectum, like you constantly need to have a bowel movement or something heavy is sitting there, you need to think about rectal cancer tumors that can secrete fluids that irritate the surrounding skin. This is a very hidden early sign of colorectal cancer. Don't let embarrassment cost you your life. Fourth, skin cancers like melanoma or cutaneous lymphomas. Your skin is in direct contact with the outside world, so it takes a lot of damage. You really need to pay attention to your moles. If you have a mole that's been quiet and well behaved for years, and suddenly it starts to change, it gets bigger, the shape changes, the edges become irregular, the color changes to multiple shades or gets red and inflamed, and it starts to itch or hurt or bleed or crust over, that is a very bad sign. That could be a melanoma signaling. It needs to be removed and biopsied immediately. Don't wait. Okay, so we've covered itch. Now let's talk about color in Mr. Lynn's case. The doctor spotted 2 red marks immediately, the spider angiomas and the liver palms. These 2 red signs are among the strongest distress signals your liver can send. Skin warning sign number 2, the red alerts on your skin. The first red alert is the spider angioma or spider nevus. It's literally a clue left by a sick liver right now. I want you to look down at your own chest, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, even your face. Do you see any unusual red spots? The classic appearance is a central red dot, like the body of a spider, and radiating out from that dot are tiny red lines. Like spider legs, here's the test. Take a cotton swab or just your fingertip and press firmly on that central red dot. If you watch, those spider legs will instantly disappear. The skin turns white. Then when you let go, the red dot and the legs instantly refill with blood from the center out. That's a textbook spider angioma. What is it? It's a bunch of dilated capillaries. See, your body has hormones like estrogen. Your liver's job is to clear those out, to metabolize them. If your liver is damaged, cirrhosis, acute hepatitis, even liver cancer, it can't do its job. So estrogen builds up in your system. That excess estrogen stimulates these small arteries to dilate, creating these spider marks. They usually appear on areas drained by the superior vena cava, basically your upper body. Now, I need to give you a very important caveat here. While liver cancer can cause spider angiomas, having a spider angioma does not automatically mean you have liver cancer. Healthy kids going through growth spurts can get them due to hormonal changes. Pregnant women with high estrogen can get them. But, and this is a big but, if you are a man over 40, or a middle-aged or older woman with a history of heavy drinking or hepatitis B, and you see these appear 90% of the time, it means your liver is in trouble. You must get it checked. The second red alert is liver palms or palmar erythema. Go ahead, hold out your hands, palms facing up. Look at the fleshy part at the base of your thumb, that's your thenar eminence, and the fleshy part at the base of your little finger, that's your hypothenar eminence. Look at those two areas. Do you see patchy redness or red spots and blotches? If you press on that red area with your finger, it will turn pale. Then when you let go, it flushes red again immediately. But the center of your palm stays pale. That contrast red on the sides, pale in the middle, that's liver palms. The mechanism is the same as spider angiomas. Liver failure leads to high estrogen, which stimulates blood vessels in your palms to dilate and congest. This is often a key sign of chronic hepatitis or cirrhosis. If your palms look like this for a long time and your face also has a dull, grayish, dirty looking complexion, we call that a liver face. Then you can be pretty sure there's significant liver disease. A good liver doctor can look at your hand and your face and know exactly what's going on. Skin warning sign number 3, things that shouldn't be there. Beyond itching and redness, if your skin starts showing colors, lumps, or bleeding that shouldn't be there, that can also be a projection of internal cancer. First, yellow skin, jaundice. We mentioned this earlier. Liver cancer, gallbladder cancer, pancreatic cancer can all cause jaundice. This yellow starts in the whites of your eyes first, then spreads to your whole body. It's a dark yellow, sometimes a golden color, and no amount of showering will wash it off. It happens because the bile duct is blocked and bilirubin leaks into your bloodstream, staining your skin. If you turn into a little yellow person, that's an emergency. Do not delay. Second, dark neck, acanthosis nigricans. I want you to pay close attention to this one, especially if you're watching with a partner. Look at your own neck or your partner's neck, especially the back of the neck, the creases. Also, check your armpits and your groin. If these areas look darker than the surrounding skin, almost black, and the texture feels velvety, thick, and raised, most people think it's just dirt or a tan they can't wash off, but medically, this is called acanthosis nigricans. There's a benign form often linked to obesity and diabetes, but there's also a malignant form, and that is strongly associated with digestive tract cancers, especially stomach cancer. Experts have specifically warned that gastrointestinal tumors can cause skin cells to grow abnormally and cause this dark pigmentation. So if your neck suddenly gets dark and rough for no reason, you absolutely need to get an upper endoscopy to look inside your stomach. Third, unexplained bleeding spots. If you notice purple bruises or blotches appearing on your skin for no reason, or tiny red dots that look like pinpricks, and you haven't bumped into anything, that's a sign that your blood isn't clotting properly. Leukemia can mess with your bone marrow's ability to make platelets, so you bleed easily. In late-stage liver cancer, the liver can't make the clotting factors your blood needs, which also causes skin bleeding. This usually means the disease is pretty advanced. Fourth, palpable lumps. If you feel a hard lump or nodule under your skin and it doesn't hurt, doesn't itch, you can't push it around, and it seems to be growing fast, that could be skin cancer, or it could be a sign that another cancer like lung cancer or breast cancer has spread to the skin. Pay special attention to areas rich in lymph nodes, your neck, your collarbone area, your armpits. If you feel a lump there, get an ultrasound. Okay, I know this is a lot of information. And I know some of you might be feeling a little panicked right now, maybe already checking your own skin. First, take a breath. Please don't panic. Seeing one of these signs does not mean you 100% have cancer, but they are distress signals from your body. The reason we learn this knowledge is not to scare ourselves, but to empower ourselves for early detection, early diagnosis, and early treatment. If you do a self-check and find something concerning, here are my 3 recommendations. First, do not self-medicate. Do not just slap on steroid cream for an itch. Do not assume every red dot is an allergy. If a symptom lasts more than 2 weeks without getting better, go to a reputable hospital. If it's an itch, see a dermatologist or a gastroenterologist. If you have spider angiomas or liver palms, see a hepatologist or an infectious disease specialist. If your neck is dark, see a gastroenterologist. Second, if you're high risk, get regular screenings. If you have a history of hepatitis B like Mr. Lin or a family history of cancer, do not think you're too young to be affected. You absolutely need to get a liver ultrasound and an alpha fetoprotein AFP. Blood test every 6 months. Early stage liver cancer has a very high cure rate. By the time your skin is sending up flares, it's often middle or late stage, and that's just tragic. Third, protect your liver. Most of these skin signs, spider angiomas, liver palms, jaundice, itching, come back to the liver. For middle-aged and older adults, here's what you need to do. 1, Drink less alcohol. Alcohol is public enemy number one for the liver. Two, don't take random medications. A lot of drugs, even over-the-counter ones, can damage your liver. Always take them under a doctor's guidance. Three, manage your stress and emotions. It matters. Keeping a good mood is a real part of protecting your liver. All right, we covered a lot today. I know it's a lot to remember, so let's do a quick recap of the key points so you can walk away with a clear takeaway. Point one, we talked about 3 strange skin signs that are not just skin problems, but potential alarms for internal cancer. Sign number 1, beware of unexplained persistent itching. If you have a stubborn itch that doesn't respond to treatment, think about these 4 cancers. 1, body-wide itch with yellow skin, suspect liver or pancreatic cancer. 2, unexplained nasal itch, suspect a brain tumor. 3, persistent anal itch, suspect rectal or anal cancer. 4, a mole that changes size, shape, or color and starts to itch, suspect skin cancer like melanoma. Sign number 2, beware of red marks. If you see spider-like red dots on your upper body or redness on the fleshy parts of your palms, that's usually a sign of liver damage from excess estrogen, pointing to hepatitis, cirrhosis, or even liver cancer. Sign number 3, beware of changes in color and texture. Yellow skin, jaundice could mean a blocked bile duct from a tumor. Dark, velvety skin on your neck or armpits could be a sign of stomach cancer. Unexplained lumps or bleeding spots could be lymphoma, leukemia, or metastatic cancer. Point 2, I cannot stress this enough. Mr. Lin's tragedy is a warning for all of us. Never, ever ignore the subtle changes in your body. If you notice any of these skin changes, especially if they come with fatigue, loss of appetite, or dark urine, go to the doctor immediately and get a full workup. Especially if you have a history of hepatitis B or a family history of cancer, you must get regular checkups. Don't wait until it's too late and live with regret. Your skin is your body's first line of defense, and it's also a mirror. Mr. Lin's story, I hope, never happens to anyone watching this video. Starting today, when you're in the shower, when you're getting dressed, take an extra minute to look at your skin. It's not vanity, it's taking responsibility for your own life. If you found this content useful today, please give this video a thumbs up or hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future videos. And don't forget to share this video with the people you care about. Check each other. Let's nip these health risks in the bud. Here's to healthy, glowing skin and a long, healthy life for all of you. I'll see you in the next video. Disclaimer. This information is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult your own doctor before making any decisions about your health. If you're dealing with any health concerns, please schedule a visit with your primary care doctor. I'm here to help you understand the science, not replace professional medical advice.